spicy papa sauce. I just love spicy papa sauce.
Just because you like saying
I just like saying spicy papa sauce.
What did it taste like?
I have no idea. That sauce was like 2 years old. It was in a backpack.
Was it still spicy?
That has never stopped.
What do you mean you
before.
don't know?
I didn't eat it.
That has never stopped.
How is
me
it your
before.
favorite sauce if you haven't
Because
tried
I
it?
like saying spicy papa sauce.
Okay, it's pretty.
Okay,
so-
well, we're
Spicy papa sauce.
gonna start it on Michael talking about spicy papa sauce. So, well, welcome to this is podcast 25. This is actually going to be the last one at our current setup, which is sad because if I did one more, it would have been a full year.
Yeah.
But anyways,
That's fine.
So this is stupid question, stupid answers. Talk about stupid crap for a good hour or something. To start from our left, we got
John.
I got
Andrew.
Eduardo the pickle vendor.
Vendor?
Yes, I said.
no. He
defender.
said offender.
No,
he said pickle
said
offender.
vendor.
I said vendor. Why would you offend the pickle?
Are you telling us because you're required by law?
No, I'm telling you because I want you to buy my assortment
Wait,
of pickles.
do you have a license to sell pickles?
Are you a cop?
There's like
Are you the pickle police?
I don't have to tell you.
there's a cucumber registry out there with your name on it.
Pickle police.
And if you're the police, you're going to tell people, well, if I was a cop, I'm required to tell you.
Yes.
No,
Actually,
I'm
you
not
are.
a cop. I'm not required to tell you.
That's
Mustache gives you
exciting.
away.
Yeah.
You have a little,
Yeah.
you have a little placard that you only have to show for a quarter of a second, and they're like, "What was that?"
No, this is license that says I'm not required to tell you I'm a cop. Oh, damn it.
This badge, I got it at a
Darn
Halloween
it.
store.
Yeah.
On the front side, it's written the Miranda rights. The back side says
So, Michael, what's your best-selling pickle?
Oh, no.
The punchy pickle.
the punchy pickle.
Yeah,
pickle,
the
like-
punchy pickle.
Like
It's got
fruit
a
punch?
It's got a punch.
So like, what makes it have a
Like,
punch?
there's a spice or it has little fists?
You eat it and then it knocks you unconscious.
So,
Oh, so it's
so you roofied a pickle.
There are roofies in the pickle. They are.
there's just
they're-
solid pills inside of the pickle.
You're really not helping to get away from the pickle offender.
Well, that's why I gotta watch out for the pickle police.
Yeah.
Then they're out to get me.
You just start slipping people pickles under the table and just this
Yeah.
is bad.
He's in New Mexico selling pickles out of the back of a truck.
They wake up
trailer
and they're
truck.
like, "Where's my wallet?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I'm a harmless pickle vendor.
Where's my kidney? I don't know.
I am just a
Harmless
pickle vendor."
You go get an x-ray and they're like, your kidney has been replaced by a pickle.
Why am I in a bathtub full of ice in the back of your van? I do not
No,
know.
no.
I am a harmless pickle.
I am
no,
I am but Seymour the pickle vendor. It's like, wait a minute.
You didn't
thought
say
you said
Seymour.
Eduardo.
No, that was the other pickle vendor. He was here, but he left. I'm a different pickle vendor now.
Oh.
Michael has had more
pickle-
strokes than
the
any,
pickle vendor
any
hierarchy.
person. No, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have it's like a pyramid scheme for pickles. Anyways, like that's I probably never said pickle that more in my life.
Yeah, that was close.
In that one moment. Anyway, so we all come here with a stupid question to ask. And so, John, what was your stupid question for today?
I changed mine in the car on the way here.
Fair.
So, thinking about like role-playing games and D&D and all the different classes, which D&D class would be the most useful in day-to-day life? Like being a warrior and being able to carry like 200 pounds and still run 30 feet in 6 seconds, or being able to be a sorcerer and just summon things to help you, or a druid who can like make plants grow.
I would say bard.
Bard?
No, because normally it comes with a really high skill regarding conversation.
Yeah.
And if you want to be successful in life, being able to talk your way into or out of anything.
It's like you go into a business meeting with a harmonica.
Well, I mean, it doesn't always have to be singing. I mean, that would probably be a good way to make
You
sense of
accidentally
it.
critical role, and then one of your coworkers explodes out of his chair. Just viscera and gore. So it's like, oh, sorry, I did F sharp instead of F minor.
Oh.
No, I would like that.
I'm gonna be a power.
Just crit fail and you literally blew their mind. They're just catatonic now.
Just start singing Cher and people's heads explode. It's amazing.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
Cher
real
could
life.
do that.
That's
Yeah,
real
yeah,
life.
she probably
Yeah.
could. Yeah.
Your instrument is auto-tuned.
You just have a little well, I want to see you.
Laptop. You're a
Vocoder.
cyber bard. You have just like a MacBook. You're
Yeah, I was
just
gonna
doing
say you're a bard that just he hits play on his laptop and then just walks away like any other EDM.
Yep.
Or
He goes and has
yeah.
a beer.
But
very lackluster bard.
Depends. I think it depends on your type of profession. Like if you're like doing construction work, like if you're a warrior, that'd be good stuff. But or a barbarian. Or
I go into rage and then I can tear down all the drywall.
Yeah.
I think the most amusing would probably be a druid though, because you could do your daytime job, but then you could also like fuck with people and like turn into weird animals and then like say their name.
You can make money in so
behind
many
their
different
back.
ways.
You could make a lot of money.
Yeah, you could make so much money.
I know.
Kyle.
Well, not if this is a universe where they exist,
What are you
like
what?
in general.
What do you mean?
Like I thought his question was like if they existed, like what would
You
be the
could
best
still
one?
make a lot of money.
Well,
No,
I suppose
if anyone can make floating lights appear, you're not going to be making money standing on the street corner saying, "Oh look, I can turn on a flashlight."
No, but if you can turn into like a furry at will, like that's a moneymaker.
Well, it's like with the boys had a guy that he could lose limbs and regrow it.
Yeah.
And so he had a side gig where he would have people pay him to mutilate him so that he could then make the money from it and didn't care what it was because he didn't really feel it. And then you just regrow it and you just make money on it. So it was
And
like,
that paid more than you can cut out my kidney.
well, apparently, yeah, because it's more illegal in some way or another.
Yeah.
But yeah, but that was his side gig. So you could probably do very much the same thing with that.
Well, Michael already did that in a previous podcast. If he had a
did?
body for a day.
Oh yeah. No, I do some weird stuff. But my thought was I'd want to be a sorcerer because I want the ability to just like when you're like sitting on watching TV and the remote's like out of arm's reach and you try to use force powers to bring it to you. I just want that.
Michael, when was the
Fair
last
though.
time you
That's
watched
fair
a
though.
TV by yourself that had a remote?
I use the remote in there all the time.
Yeah, and how far is it?
It's been like I have to lean over sometimes to grab it, and it's really a pain.
It's like I want magic powers so that I can move the remote 3 inches.
So you just want magic hands, open fridge, grab hot dog, fireball, cook hot dog.
Yes.
Popcorn.
This sounds amazing.
But like, what if you're a pickle wizard?
Pickle wizard?
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of in the realm of wizardry, isn't it?
Yeah, but
Is there a specialty for pickled wizard?
Well, you gotta like.
no,
Pickled wizard?
pickled wizard is just a really drunk wizard.
I will be a pickled wizard.
Yeah, just
I mean that's about right. Yeah.
I mean, I just want like what Doctor Strange did in Marvel, where he just made beer appear. That'd be pretty sweet. Beer magic.
Well, where did the beer come from?
magic.
He teleported it in.
It's magic beer.
But it has to come from somewhere.
Yeah.
magic
Comes
beer.
from the magic.
But then after
He
you drink it,
teleported in the beer.
if after you drink it, it's gone.
No.
So you could drink infinite beer.
There are magic spells like create water, where you just need a drop of water. It's create beer. You just need a drop of beer.
But that requires work.
Yeah.
No,
has
that
to go
requires
like-
us sacrificing a drop of beer.
But he has to go get a beer.
Here, I've got more than a drop, and then whoop.
Yeah.
That's fake beer.
No, it
still gets you
becomes
drunk.
real because magic.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
feel like it.
Magic is real, Kyle. You just gotta believe.
Friendship.
Friendship, Kyle.
Beer is friendship.
Friendship is
It is.
real. I think.
Beer is.
You only have a couple of
Yeah, I mean, without alcohol, I wouldn't be friends with any of you. It's bad decision making that brings me here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll agree with you.
Bad decision making.
John, what was yours then?
Well, I was gonna say druid too, but just because they have so many like instant use cantrip stuff, like I want a water bend. I want to be able to dig a hole with my mind. I want to be able to just not eat because I've got a good berry.
See, this is why.
Welcome to
druids are-
Goodberry, home of the Goodberry.
Again. Yep.
I knew that was coming. I was waiting for somebody to say. But yeah, no, druids are OP as hell.
Yeah, and then the healing magic. Just that went really wrong. Magic. I've got 10 fingers again.
On one hand, I have extras now.
It would be pretty cool to transform. That'd be fun.
I just think it would be fun to screw with people. It's like there's a, but you wouldn't turn yourself into the crow that's like purple and like shiny and like definitely a druid as a crow. You just turn into a regular old ass crow, and then you just start saying like weird things behind people's backs. And
I
you're
feel like
what?
you would just be like it with the guinea pigs. You would just become a guinea
Going
pig.
back to
Oh,
that
guinea
10
pig.
finger. If you had 10 fingers in one hand because of a bad spell, would you start trimming?
No, they're useful.
10 fingers.
What are you gonna need all this finger? Wait. I don't want to dance.
Though that actually reminds me. So in going back to the boys, they had a cartoon version, and they had the superpowered people that didn't work out, and one of them was they can transform into any animal, but as soon as they do, they forget that they were a person. And so,
no, that sounds like a Suicide Squad. So the new Suicide Squad.
So I like that. Like one of them transforms into a snake and is like, "Haha!" and he transforms into a snake, and then it just sits there and then just slithers away. Forgot why he was angry. So like that would be
how
funny.
would you ever turn back to a human just by accident?
It might be a time. I don't know how it works.
Animorph rules.
That's funny.
I'd love that one.
Well, Animorph rules is that if you don't turn back, then you stay as an animal.
You have 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yes, and then those stupid assholes turn into a chicken and a sky chicken.
And then
Tobias.
And then you have to touch an animal to be able to turn into it.
You know what would be terrifying with Animorphs is if somebody transformed into like a pig and then they like a farmer goes out to like kill and eat the pig, and then they're all like at their dinner table.
If someone had the stun gun to your forehead, you would turn back into a human. It doesn't matter what your secret is.
Well, I'm just imagining them all just being at the table, just being like, and here's dinner, everybody dig in, and it transforms back. There's just a dead guy
pieces?
on the table. Yes.
They always had the weird, they had the weird logic in there that there was like some alternate dimension to where
it stores your body.
Yeah, if you were something smaller, the mass that made up your body would be temporarily stored in this other dimension. And like, so like, it would be weird of like, as soon as you came back, it'd be like, you know, those like things they have for frosting when you just squeeze it, like it just suddenly like.
I love when fantasy tries to explain its nonsensical bullshit.
Midichlorians,
Dumb.
slip space, body fat.
Yep.
Holes.
Slip space body fat?
That's basically what you were just saying.
Yeah,
you were saying slip space body fat.
That's if I ever make a band, that is going to be the name. Slip Space Body Fat.
That is a fantastic.
That is a good band name. What would that be for an acronym? SSBF.
Yeah, SSBF. And actually, that would make a pretty decent logo if you just kept the SS.
Yeah, but it's going to eventually some Super Smash Brothers game is going to take that acronym. But,
Probably.
Wait, Super Smash Brothers Final?
No,
they just did Ultimate.
They did Ultimate.
Yes.
So they got to be like Super Ultimate.
Super Smash Brothers Steven Edition.
No, Super Smash Brothers Frenzy.
Frenzy. I can see Frenzy. Actually, that would be a really good name for one.
Yeah.
Don't give them ideas.
When they do Battle Royale version.
They need to finish Mario Party. Don't
You
give
have
them ideas.
64 characters and it just zooms in on yours.
Hey, they have plenty of characters now.
And then the map shrinks.
I think that would maybe kind of work. I mean, I probably wouldn't.
I've always found it amusing, specifically with Smash Brothers, how everybody's like, "Oh my God, they got that character! Oh, they got Cloud!" Like, "Whoa, Josh!" Yeah. But for the last decade and a half, they've had all those other fighters that they've just modded in all the characters from every genre, every movie, everything. And you can play. There's like 10,000 different characters that you can go through, and there's like categories and filters you have to go through to get to a character, and they all have different movesets, and it's like,
there's no official game where you could be Hank Hill where you're beating up Cora.
And
that's amazing.
Not everybody's going to have a modded version of the game. So
no, I'm just saying this is a game that's basically just a mod for another fighting game that they've just it's
Marvel
over,
vs. Capcom. Yeah.
Yes, and it's just overrun.
You just want Hank Hill beating up Doug.
Yeah. I just think
Michael wants Hank Hill beating up
Well, it's called
Doug.
MAME.
I want Brock.
From
ass.
Pokemon.
Oh, not from Pokemon, but from Venture Brothers. Kicking the ass to anybody.
Yeah,
just want them on the field.
And I like seeing competition pop up in the market because originally Super Smash Brothers was really the only one doing it. Now they have.
Oh no, there was Street Fighter. There was all kinds of stuff.
but there was nothing.
Capcom really
it was
started.
nothing where existing characters were fighting each other.
It wasn't.
It was fighting game characters.
Super Smash Brothers had a bit where it was a fighting game where large people from across different genres could fight in like 8 to or more.
It was 8 to 12.
Yeah, it was within large battles in a way that was advertised for kids too. Like they have like the Marvel vs. Capcom stuff, but that was not like for kids.
My favorite video game commercial is the one where all of the Nintendo characters are just in the mascot uniforms. Just so happy together.
Oh, I love that one.
Just running through the fields, and then they start beating the shit out of each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was great.
I do find it interesting that Cloud and Sephiroth are in Smash because 7 was definitely the video game that kind of pulled Nintendo away from like Square Enix.
Well, it's also because they probably paid the most money. And because they're iconic and it's as good for Super Smash Brothers to have those super popular characters as it is for Square to have their character in there.
Yeah. So there was like a solid decade where they did not talk to each other.
I can guarantee you that there are people that will go and buy the game because of that one character.
Yeah.
So it's smart on their side.
There are going to be
sad,
people
but
for every character. Like if they put Conker in, there would be people who said, "I'm never buying Smash." Oh, Conker's in there.
I'm waiting for Earthworm Jim. How is he not in it yet?
Well, he just came out with a new series.
Yeah, he's become popular
What about
a little
the
bit
Tick?
again.
No, not as
Not the
much.
Tick.
Not the Tick.
Tick hasn't had a video game, and the
What's
last
wrong with the
series,
Tick?
the
He's not Earthworm
last
Jim.
series he was in didn't have the good actor.
He's marketable, damn it.
No, it's you have to be the really popular ones because you need to pull in a large audience with that single character, and that's why you see a lot of the repeated franchises and stuff.
The Tick has a really large audience. There are
Earthworm
4
Jim was
people.
already in one fighting game.
It's really large.
What about the clown from Twisted Metal?
No.
Well, you never see him as a person.
Yeah,
What was his
if the
name?
car was running around,
Yes.
That would be amazing. But
I
that's
love that.
that's also something that's definitely already in Capcom versus Marvel. That's been
just
Marvel.
a car?
Just the clown. I guarantee it. You could look it up right now. That character exists in that game.
He's not that. Like, he's iconic, but you don't really think of him.
No. Even if the character is tangentially iconic to some subgroup somewhere, it's inside that modded version of the game.
He's such a blank personality, though.
Who cares? He's got a cool ass van.
it's because he was probably cheap.
Yeah.
But anyways, we started with Druids and we ended with Earthworm Jim. So
He was in Clay Fighters.
Well, okay, so you guys get to choose. You get the stupid one or the actual.
okay, what is the title of this?
Every question you ask, you preface by
okay.
saying, "This is a
Well,
stupid question."
I'm worried about
so,
one of the
so
choices.
try to break
We
your
already-
string. Break your string.
We already got it because we were talking about it earlier, but like, are mermaids furries or are they scalies?
No, they're centaurs.
Is that a furry? Because
fish
half
centaur.
of them is scales.
if it's half human, half animal, it's a furry.
But really,
Yes,
That's it.
but it's half of its scales.
Top and bottom.
but a scaly is
still.
just to me a subset
That's a
of
scaly
furry.
then, isn't it?
It's a
I
subset
see-
of furry.
It's like saying like people that like Fallout Equestria aren't bronies. No, brony is the overarching term for everybody, but then there might be subgroups within there. So I'm thinking that that's just a subset. So if you had to give a term, just go to the furthest one down the line. That's the broadest term.
Well, angels are just humans with bird wings.
Are angels furries?
They're furry.
Yeah.
I definitely don't think so. Aren't they like some eldritch god
Well,
looking thing
eldritch
with
god-
eyes?
the biblical angels are just, here's a ball full of eyeballs.
Yeah,
Well,
which is
demon-
amazing.
Demons are furries. You've all seen Luna.
They're definitely.
Yeah, they're half
Oh
goat.
yeah, they're definitely furries. Yeah.
Demons are half.
Luna's a demon.
Demons are goat furries.
Not the horse Luna.
Oh, that.
L-O-O-N-A.
That's canon, by the way. Is demon goat furries?
Yeah, the hell of a boss, Luna.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
They're both kind of furries, though.
But are they? If you were
That is
born
the
that way,
question.
are you a furry?
Well, yes.
What? Yes.
Yeah.
If you're an anthropomorphic animal, you are a furry.
I think the debate there is, are the MLP characters
So wait, is
anthropomorphic?
like the
How
Lion
you
King
know?
lion a furry?
this is getting deep real quick.
Yes. As,
He is?
as
No.
much as Wishbone.
Wait, so they
Wishbone, he's an actual dog. He just wears human clothing
He
because it's
talks.
adorable.
Well, no.
He's
I don't.
overdubbed. It's different.
Wait, so you're
I think
saying
you have to be physically humanoid to be a furry. You can't just talk, and that doesn't
would
make you a
say
furry. If a dog started talking, that wouldn't suddenly make the dog a furry.
I feel like we're making everybody angry, and that's my entire goal.
I feel like there has to be some kind of a human aspect to it because if you just say that a dog talks, then that means that
you teach a parrot to talk, it's a furry.
Yeah, well,
Paw
it's vaguely
Patrol,
human.
Paw Patrol are furries.
no, they got enough problems with that.
Okay, if we're saying that if you just like cut the bottom half off of a person and put a fishtail there,
Yeah.
that makes a furry.
Yes.
Yes, apparently. Yeah.
Is Doc Ock a furry? because he's like
not
half
part octopus. He's got a robot.
No,
on his
I-
back.
They're robots.
He's a cyborg.
But it's a robot octopus.
I would say he's a scaly because there's scales on the arms.
Wait,
isn't there?
no.
There's little
He's a
armor.
robot.
There's little armor plates.
It's not organic.
He is a cyborg.
It kind of
but
is. It has, it has a mind of its own.
There are OCs that they do very high on the cybernetic thing. So I mean, I think that there has to be an intent to why he is that way.
Well, like,
God, what is the name?
Most of Spider-Man's villains, like the Vulture, the Rhino,
Oh, they're all-
the
yeah.
Scorpion, are
They're all scalies.
No,
is that
no,
entire
I don't think.
universe?
I've
They don't
heard
have
that
fur?
if Doc
they're not
Ock
furries.
had a thing for octopuses and that was his whole thing, like if his purpose was to be represented as an octopus,
If
then
he had
yes.
a lab filled with octopi.
Okay,
Yes, so
the
we have to
Rhino.
read his.
He's a furry.
We need
The
to
Rhino was definitely a furry. I will agree
Vulture.
with that one.
No.
The Vulture.
the crow.
the Vulture wears a vulture suit.
But he's
in
but
the
it's
comics?
robotic though.
No, in the movies.
But it's robotic.
No,
It's a robotic.
He just calls
So then
himself that
Dr. Ock
instead.
is still the same.
No, he's not a furry. Vulture's not a furry. If it's completely robotic, the Rhino, at least in the comic books, just straight up wore a Rhino costume.
yeah.
He really
That
did.
was just a dude being a furry.
It was
but
like
in the
skin
movie
tight
where
too.
Paul
It was disturbing.
Giamatti was just wearing like a tank.
Yeah, but was it a Rhino tank?
Yeah.
So wait,
He's
so
still furry.
so is a person dressing up with things of an animal that represent that animal? They're a furry.
Yes.
Are
Batman.
are hunters
Batman's
in
a furry.
Monster Hunter
Batman
furries?
is a furry.
Batman's a furry.
The Monster Hunters,
Are they furries? They wear the armor that is made from.
they're
the,
hanging out with palicos.
I would not go so far because they're not the ones creating the armor. It's the armorers who are the furries who are giving their customers.
Kyle, they're commissioning.
Yes,
commissioning. Oh
commissioning.
god damn, you're right.
Yes.
Yeah.
They do that.
No, I think that it's more than just a look. It has to be a mentality. It's furry. Being a furry is not just in here; it's in here.
So a mermaid is a furry.
Yeah.
In here.
Well,
and a
if you're
scaly
They
part
don't
animal
want
here.
to. They're not identifying as fish.
Yeah, but no, if
Aren't
you're
they?
if
No,
you're
They're aquatic.
John, you let them choose.
if you're physically half like animal, that's besides human, that you're a furry whether you like it or not.
Wait, but that is.
There is no
But
in between.
you're saying that they are a furry because they are different from a human. But from their side, we're different from them.
Yeah.
We're just the same. We have something removed from us that makes us different. So you can't categorize everybody like that because that is literally their species. That's who they are. I wouldn't necessarily.
Speciesist,
Wait.
Michael.
Yeah.
So he's being
These-
racist against
Yes.
mermaids.
He's being
Mythical creatures that don't exist.
yeah.
These mythical creatures are being oppressed.
No.
Now Medusa, she got our rod.
Yeah,
she really
she
did,
didn't
though.
want to be a snake
She
lady.
was a human, wasn't she?
No, she was a human, and then
Yeah.
she got raped, and because she had sex, she had to get turned into a horrible snake monster.
That does sound Greek.
That's very
Yeah.
Greek.
Wow.
Was
There's a lot of Greek things
Was
that
she
should
an
be said on the
unwilling
podcast.
furry?
Yes. She was an unwilling
I
furry.
don't
She
like
was-
that
She
phrase.
was
No,
furried by
scaly.
force.
That, if any, she was literally at the end
It's
of the process
all a
made out of scales.
subset, yeah.
She's a scaly. There is
a
no way
subset.
she is a furry.
No, that's a subset of furry. We've been over this.
Scaly is
Literally no fur. All
Doesn't
scale.
matter. It's a subset.
Yeah.
I don't understand this world.
Yeah, Kyle,
Yeah.
your question's bad.
It was
Yes.
bad. That's why they all turned to stone.
Big smile, yes.
So, Argo, your question.
So actually, the one thing I like about my question is actually it's kind of going similar to John's, and this was actually a question that I got because of a conversation that happened when we were at Jay's birthday party, Jay Holly's
Vegetables?
birthday party this weekend, and they were talking about elementals. In games where you have your rock elemental and you have your air elemental, and they were going into what else can be an elemental, and the question that came up was, could there be a cake elemental? And that got me thinking of if they can have an elemental, which is basically like, or a rock golem or something where you have this creature that is made out of like some other material. What material would you want to see an elemental
I've
made
thought
out
about this.
of? Okay.
I've thought about this, and I thought if I could be like an elemental creature of any sort, it'd be like a poop. elemental?
You would want to be the great and mighty poop.
Why?
Because nobody's going to want to fight that. You get a big old poop golem coming your way. You're either running or you're losing. There's no in between.
No one's going to want to fight that. No one's going to want to give food to that. No one's going to want to talk to that.
So, Michael, can you describe to me in 2 sentences your life goals right now and how they're going to be affected?
If I'm just throwing poop golems at people and poop magic.
You're like, I want to find a woman, I want to settle down, and I want to have kids. Be your poop.
No, I don't necessarily. Am I made of poop?
Well, baby,
if you're a poop golem, yes.
I thought I was summoning poop golems. I didn't know I'd become one.
No, you just said you were going to become one. It's okay. So Michael is a poop now.
I'm poop.
If you can find yourself a good poop woman, settle down with.
Yeah.
Do you want a good poop woman?
I think I'm just going to be alone. I think.
Wait,
that's the best.
I want to see the poop go up to another poop and be like, "You smell, go away." Like, like, no, that is your people now.
I mean, you're gonna get used to it.
You can make a little poop village, have little poop kids.
Poop kids, yeah.
That's an asparagus poop.
Yeah, hello, child.
Nullin in chat says so. Michael wants to be a politician.
Ah, ha ha ha.
Wait.
Humor.
That's wrong.
Did it? No. There you go. Yeah.
I don't know the buttons.
Yeah.
The bottom right is the magic one.
No, we don't need.
Push the bottom right.
Okay, so John, what would you want to be?
Are you a magical poop as well?
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
I want to be Frosty the ice cream golem.
We can work together.
One poop
no.
No,
you feed them.
No, chocolate ice cream and poop. They look the same. They are not the same.
You could confuse them.
Do not put poop in a cone.
I mean...
What do you mean, Why is that a question? Don't put poop in a cone.
If you want to fight your enemies.
Poop in a cone. Yeah, that's your solution.
You trick them.
All right, so John, why would you want to be ice cream?
God, I was losing this shit.
Because you'd basically be Frosty the Snowman.
I'm just tired, man.
Except you'd be delicious.
Well, like what kind of ice cream?
Like really dense soft serve with
dense soft serve.
Dense soft serve.
I want to be the hardest pillow.
Wait a minute. Yeah, I was about to say, like, I want a definition on really dense soft serve. What does that look like? Is it an icicle?
No, there's so much fat content that you're not going to get the ice crystal buildup.
So it's
ice cream butter. So rich.
It's ice cream butter.
Yeah, you could frost a cake with this. You could frost an ice cream cake with this.
John, for the 2 minutes that you were given, you definitely thought this through way too much.
Yeah.
No, my mind just thinks things through without me being aware of it. Yeah. My brain works without me being aware of it.
I mean,
there's my question then. So what is your weakness?
Heat.
Heat?
Obviously,
Yeah.
It's ice cream.
Okay.
Temperature's over 32 degrees Fahrenheit. My only weakness.
Yeah.
Michael, what is your weakness?
Constipation.
No, that makes more.
No, that's the opposite.
That makes less.
I would think it would be scrubbing bubbles.
So it'd be like cheese pizza.
No, that's just...
Vino?
That'd probably make you constipated, doesn't it? I don't know. I've never used it.
No,
I know it does.
Liquid plumber?
Liquid plumber, no.
You do not want to get splashed with liquid plumber. You're a poop go.
You're not supposed to drink Loctite.
Do not drink Loctite.
I just keep thinking of how I would like defeat
snake.
my enemies. I'd work with him. The top would be chocolate ice cream. The second scoop would not be chocolate ice cream. It'd be a trap.
Stop going back to poop. Michael's done.
Poop
Kyle,
and ice cream should not touch.
Kyle, what are you doing?
I have lost the entire plot.
What elemental do you want to be?
What elemental do I want to become?
You've had time.
I have. Brain has been wiped multiple times during the entire conversation. I think if I was going to be, it'd be like a grain. A grain golem.
grain?
I was going to say
grain
beer
golem.
elemental.
Beer elemental, that's
Oatmeal?
a pretty neat one.
Wait, oatmeal?
Oh, I was thinking something like
Oatmeal?
more
Wild rice.
Yeah, you could definitely do a liquid. Like a wild rice golem.
Just a wild rice elemental.
Kind of a little excited, but like also kind of like you need to boil it for a while.
Yeah, I was going to say, your weakness is hot water.
Yeah.
You can make soup. What else? Soup.
Delicious soup.
A side dish if you add bacon.
Well, you don't have to be an evil person.
You can put me in you can put me in a burger if you boil me for at least a good half hour.
I'm a good guy.
Poop. You can
I'm the good guy.
You can fertilize a field.
Right?
Yeah,
I mean, I
of
wouldn't
wild
eat it.
rice.
Yes.
We can all work
Kyle,
together.
he's coming for you.
I am your superhero.
I'm going to grain myself.
Like,
he
no,
gets
I want to
here.
see.
I help create wild rice, and ice cream eventually becomes poop. So it's like a
Michael, please stop.
cycle.
Michael, you are banned from saying the word.
How much of the conversation is going to be cut from this entire
Nothing.
Everybody poops.
an hour and a
It's fine.
half?
If I was thinking about one, I would. I don't know how it would work, but I would want to be like an organic elemental, like where you could be. No, where you could be like. Remember,
Organic elemental?
No, that's compost.
That's just everything.
No,
yeah,
I'm-
organic.
Meat elemental?
no, remember.
my
Because there
side-
are meat golems.
I feel like you're my
disgusting.
sidekick.
Remember that creature from that one show, the horror show.
Black Lagoon.
No, with all the hands that were coming out and like.
Yes.
Oh, love
Wait,
and
you'd be a
No,
you'd
that
be
was-
a
it wasn't-
studio.
Yeah,
Oh,
Studio.
Studio, yes.
Yeah, so it'd be like where
You'd
you
be
can.
a hand golem.
Well, no, where you can like
No, that was a flesh golem.
where you can make different things of flesh come out of the same body. You could be a person, but then you could basically morph into anything of the flesh.
So you're,
That sounds
it.
more
It's basically
disgusting
just
than
a
a
meat
poop
golem.
golem.
A little bit.
this kind of sounds like a cross
But
between a
it's-
necromancer and a vampire.
I want to be basically a human
no, not a
kaleidoscope.
vampire.
It would be like
A human kaleidoscope. That's
you could.
I can easily see that.
It'd be
but
fucking
also
weird.
that's terrifying.
My problem
Yes.
is that the skin should be on the outside, and that doesn't seem like a hard
Doesn't
fast
have to
rule
be.
for you.
That's-
It should be though.
It should be, but I don't care.
Well, what if it what it is at the same time?
Inside and
Yes.
outside. As long as
Both.
I don't want to see the gizzards.
It's like it just reminds me of 40K.
My special
like,
attack,
Imagining that sort of a thing is like 40K all
My
over.
special attack is I throw gallbladders.
Ooh.
You know, why is that your attack? You could be like handing out organs, to, like needy people.
I'm rich.
You could be rich.
Actually, yeah.
You would be pretty rich.
I can change my blood type at will.
Delicious. Anyway,
Sounds dangerous.
If I do it too fast, I pass
A
out.
spleen.
It's like
my favorite.
I needed one of those.
I just grab it and be like, loop.
you're just giving some dude blood directly from you. Watch this. I can change my blood type in an instant. Like, no.
Remember the
Everybody starts screaming.
remember the old scary movie with Leslie Nielsen where he's like when the alien's like how do you pee, and he just pees on the finger, and then he's like, I can do that too, and he just starts peeing on the finger. He's like here comes the blood.
It's like we're not so different after all. And he just
Oh, one of my favorite Leslie Nielsen moments. Anyway,
Good stuff, though.
Michael, what was your question?
Okay, my question was, like, there's a lot of characters in fairy tales and whatnot, and like fantasy, like from the old fairy tales of like days old, whatever. Who would you want as your acquaintance, of like a friend or like significant other, or basically whatever?
Michael,
just
we're not as
somebody to
old
have
as you.
around.
I can't
You're
remember
well
fairy
aware
tales.
of fairy tales.
Yeah, Disney version. That's not the original.
Think of the originals or Mother Goose or something in that regard.
Yeah, people died in that
Yeah.
story.
Who do you want to have as
So-
like your?
I
Yeah.
would say the genie, because I've never had a friend like that.
Never had a friend like him.
No.
Never had a friend like him.
Wait, is that a fairy tale? Aladdin?
Yeah.
Thousand
yeah.
Nights.
Yeah.
I think Scheherazade counts.
Not a fairy
Yeah, it
tale,
does.
it's
No,
a fable.
Well, okay, but
but in that olden day stories cover that whole genre.
So like Little Mermaid
yes.
doesn't count because that's 1800s.
No, I'd say that still counts.
I would say it counts.
Yeah.
Hans Christian
if
Andersen
it was written before television existed.
Just because Brothers Grimm didn't include the mermaid does not mean that she's not a scaly.
Kyle.
We've moved on. We're not talking about that. So, yeah, genie.
So yeah, he was.
Well, you want to get your wishes.
He just wants a friend.
I want a friend like
I want to. You give your 2 wishes, and then at the end, when he's like, "Here comes the wish where I get to be free," and you're like, "No, go back in your bottle. I'm saving you for later."
I want you to be my friend forever. Oh no.
No, then you have
Not
a billion.
again.
No, then you have a Billy and Mandy situation.
Yeah, pretty much.
I wish you.
That'd be amazing.
I wish
though.
for you to be free in this cage for life.
You
I
have
wish to be for you to be free to take my phone calls any time that I want.
You're up answering the gene now.
I just think like a djinn and a genie are so different because like there's the Disney version of the genie and there's a djinn. One will murder you immediately as you make a wish, and one will do it, make your wish horrible, and then last it as long as possible.
Yeah, he's a demon that was imprisoned into an object by King Solomon.
He couldn't do anything bad.
No.
He's under rules.
He has rules.
Some king who died over 2,000 years ago told him not to be bad anymore.
Yep.
And then locked him in a box.
That's how you stop him from being bad.
He's not going to be bad.
Yeah, he's in that box.
Yeah.
His badness has been contained into an even smaller box.
Yeah.
Inside the small box.
That's how you fix people. You confine them for extended period of time and
no interaction with
tell them don't be bad.
That's how the horse show worked.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
They didn't really reform any person by putting them in prison, though. Like Tyrek.
No, it didn't fix him so much. No, they did. They did kind of in
It was
prison.
meant to be a permanent solution just to keep them away forever.
You know that's how prison works. Is you throw people away for a while, and then when they come back, they're all fine, right?
Well, you had a few of them get reformed after
All
prison.
of them were reformed through work release programs.
Yeah, they were reformed because they actually get to interact with people that tried to turn them into a better person.
Yeah.
Which is probably the way it should be. Not just, if we throw them in a box for 20 years, that makes them a better person.
Yeah.
That's why you put children in hell.
That's why you put children in charge of hell.
Yes. Well,
I think that if there is anybody in charge of hell, it's definitely children.
Yeah, I can see that.
But anyways, Kyle, what do you want to be? Or what would you want to have?
What was the question?
What fairy tale friend would you want?
Yeah.
Pinocchio. Definitely Pinocchio.
Okay.
Were you going to say that?
I was going to say Pinocchio, but for
Okay.
different reasons.
Okay, well, I was going to say Pinocchio because, like, if you ever got, like, into a survival situation, like, just make him lie. Just, like, harvest firewood.
You can't eat that, though.
No, it's true.
Well, are you sure he's not hollowing out or
you also
something?
can't drink that. Like, if you're lost in the middle of a desert, a whole bunch of firewood is not going to help you.
Well,
I mean,
warm.
If your ship sinks,
You'll
having
definitely want a lot of firewood at that point. You can make a raft.
How much of a raft can you make of repeated noses?
How much can he lie?
It's like making a raft out of chopsticks. That's not going to work.
He has to lie a lot.
well, my idea with Pinocchio, and I have a different idea since Pinocchio's been taken now, but my idea with Pinocchio was like you could use him as a lie detector. Like, I didn't murder that man. Pinocchio, did he murder that guy? No. And then his nose like, we got him. We got him.
I don't think that's how his nose works.
That's the lie detector.
That's not how it works at all.
That's how you know.
Lies.
Yeah, he's lying.
But why-
Because that guy did murder somebody.
He doesn't know the truth.
Doesn't matter if he doesn't know.
But why-
He's
That's-
lying.
That is not how that
Okay,
is
Michael,
described.
that's a huge waste of potential. In
Yeah.
a scientific field, it means that you could go to him with any question about the universe.
Yes.
And ask him it, and they could answer it truthfully.
Yes.
Is dark matter real? He says no, and then nothing happens, and then everybody just breaks down.
You just sit
The
around.
world would be in chaos.
Michael, you just sit around. Is there life on this planet? No. Is there life in this picture? Can you see a star that has life surrounding it?
No.
No, it is no gross.
There's life over there.
Ooh, we're gonna look in here. Let's zoom in.
Yeah,
Or-
Michael, this is not going to work.
No, it'll work.
Michael, that's not how Pinocchio works. Kyle,
don't
that's
know
not
this.
how Pinocchio
The
works.
science behind Pinocchio. What are you gonna
feel
do,
like it
John?
was.
Is
Start a
this-
furniture store?
No, I'm gonna have a genie.
No, I have a feeling that he just was promoting child labor.
Yeah.
Well, my other option was to just make him lie and then start a furniture store, like built like chairs and stuff
that's
out
what
of
I
his
was
nose.
gonna do.
You were gonna make a raft.
All you have
I
are
was
like
thrown
wooden
into situations of
dowels.
survival.
Yeah.
All you have are
'Cause I did
wooden
that to
dowels.
myself.
You can't make a good sturdy bed frame out of Pinocchio noses.
You totally
Get
could.
lots of them. You bind them up.
If you
You'd
bound
need a
them
lot
and
of
glued
wood
them.
glue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pinocchio's furniture.
How? Pinocchio.
You just sit him in front of like a wood chipper, and then you can just make plywood all day.
Yeah, I agree with Edward that he says, I feel like lying implies knowledge of the lie. That you cannot lie if you do not know you are lying. Because if he goes and says yes or no, but he doesn't know if he's lying or not.
I am the foremost expert on Pinocchios.
So
I should know.
That's
So,
not this
Michael,
part of the broadcast.
you're saying that if Pinocchio was playing trivia and then he said the answer to the question and his nose grew, we just said, "Oh, I'll write something else down." So he'd be perfect with trivia.
Yes, he'd be a trivia god.
Well, the thing is, he only can answer yes or no questions, though.
What?
Well, no.
Because any question that are asked, he can only...
Well, he can know whether or not he's right.
Yeah, I know, but he only can answer once.
Well, he says it to himself.
No, like if you ask Pinocchio, what's your name? He says Steve, his nose grows.
Yeah, but like if you ask him a trivia question, he's not going to be able to give you the answer all the time.
He's going to give you a lot of no's.
Well,
If you say, what year did America claim independence? And he said 7076, and his nose didn't grow. Right.
Yeah, you got it.
That, yes, but I'm saying, but what if he didn't? And his
He
nose
said
grew?
7075. His nose grew. 7074.
Okay,
his nose
John,
grew.
in all the trivia that you've done, how many times have they given you an infinite number of answers to give?
No, he just says it out loud.
Well,
Because you would say it wrong, and then they'd be like, "We're sorry that it's wrong," and they go to the next person.
You can say it within your group.
Oh, you write it down. Wait, is his nose grow when he writes down the answer?
If he's lying, that's a form of language.
It when he says
does the paper grow because it's made of wood?
It's not made of Pinocchio. So
Is the paper made of Pinocchio? Exactly. Have they taken a nose and then shaved it off and then turned it into paper and then used the paper to die? Wait, that'd be a fantastic way to do exactly what he was saying. If you take a Pinocchio piece, does it also lie detect?
I was just going to ask that. If you cut off the nose, does it keep growing? This is like, remember in the 10th Kingdom where he had the thing of every time he opened up his fridge there was beer, but every time he did it doubled, and it got to a point of like exploding with beer.
Well, he couldn't close the beer.
Yeah, so if you just keep cutting off his nose, you could eventually destroy the universe.
Yeah, you would have paper clips making paper clips.
The universe was destroyed by lies.
Wait, so if you cut off his nose and then handed it to someone and they were holding it, would that be what Michael was saying? The lie detector.
No, this is
Oh
great.
my God, what if the lie was my nose isn't magical? It would literally grow forever.
My nose isn't growing.
Or my nose isn't growing, yes. And then it would literally be a paradox.
I love this idea that you can tie like a guy to a chair and then you put Pinocchio right in front of him and you say, "You tell us the truth."
No.
You're sorry. Up the front of his nose.
And every time he lies.
Just a little closer.
It's like the Chinese bamboo shoot torture where they would plant bamboo underneath people. This didn't actually exist. That's just a myth. But Pinocchio laying underneath somebody's cot as he's been strapped down is like, you better tell us the truth, or else we're gonna get a nose in your chest.
Nose.
Just
And then Pinocchio cackles from underneath the bed.
Like this seems like a very dark Pinocchio. That I like that version.
Sadistic Pinocchio.
Yeah, he's just like he's the number 2 in the mafia.
I'm not gonna kill you.
Right to their brain.
From across the room, and then he takes a little handsaw and then cuts it off and lets it fall over. Oh my God!
That one
Calling card.
You know what?
Now that's a Death by Daylight video villain right there.
HBO.
Just Pinocchio chasing people down.
Lying to them.
HBO needs to make a Sopranos episode where Pinocchio was the main antagonist. And it will be amazing. It can't last longer than an episode, though, because they'll run out of jokes.
No, it would be one episode of the Shrek series.
I mean,
If they had a Shrek series, one episode would be dedicated.
We don't need more Shrek.
One episode would be dedicated to the
more
pigs.
movies.
One episode would be dedicated to Pinocchio.
Oh.
And then you'd have kind of a weird Muffin Man episode.
Shrek's the only reason Eddie Murphy and Mike Myers still have careers. So
What? No, he had the Love Guru.
no,
The Love Guru did not do well.
It gave
bad
him
movie.
money.
It
Did
It did. He got paid a lot to do that movie. The movie did not do well.
It did not. The movie didn't make money.
Oh, it did not.
No, he actually has a Netflix series right now where he is every member of the Illuminati.
All right, I can see that.
I mean, Mike Myers can literally do anything he wants, so why not?
Yeah. He's got Shrek money.
Anyways, we took your question.
Well, we haven't heard your answer yet.
Oh, well,
We need
I
to
don't
keep going.
I don't really even know any of those, so I'm
You don't know any fairy tale.
We have Genie, Pinocchio,
wait.
Pinocchio.
I had
Well,
one. Oh, I was gonna pick the lady from that had the hut in Hansel and Gretel. Because
the witch.
The witch
Yes.
who ate children?
You want the witch that
but
ate children as your
she had a
acquaintance.
house made of candy.
She did.
So that's-
and she
she
ate,
made
she
the
ate
candy.
anybody who
Hey, she ate
touched your house.
Hey, she ate children. I'm 37.
That
Yeah.
specific witch. So not Baba
is that
Yaga, not the Snow Queen.
That implies me knowing more about stories than I do.
At least The Witcher had a cool Baba Yaga. You're
What?
just going with a stupid candy house.
Baba Yaga is its own thing. There is her own.
The Witcher had.
I want candy house.
She's from other things.
Yeah, but the chicken house.
It wasn't the witch I care about. It's the candy house. Give me the candy house.
Baba, baby.
Do you know how great it would be to
You
be
can
like?
make your. You can. You're selling.
You could be friends with a gingerbread man.
Yeah, but
You are selling this house. You could go to Cub.
Get some
candy.
Get some candy and some gingerbread, and you can make a house.
do you think that I could go to Cub and literally buy enough to make a house?
They have a back room.
No, you'd have to go to Costco.
I feel like
Costco would actually.
I feel like you would eat half of an end table and just be done.
Yeah, but that's just
of
today.
course.
Like forever.
Yeah, just
that's
like
a lot.
tomorrow. And the nice thing is, don't have to worry about termites.
Well,
If I would,
just ants.
just ants. Literally just ants.
One thing's gone. So like, we're fine.
if I was,
You don't have termites.
It's not even carpenter ants. It's just any ants.
Yeah.
Well, and suddenly you get like, what was it?
What would happen when it rains?
One of my coworkers is in
would collapse.
Arizona, and they're talking about like, yep, it's 114 today. I woke up this morning and it was 96, and it's like, if you had a candy house down there, you'd wake up in a puddle.
Everything would stick.
very sticky.
But remember
No,
cookies?
frosting is the only thing holding it together. That would melt.
Yeah,
would.
but you know how cookies taste when they're in the sun?
Oh, they are nice.
You
Well,
would
when the
wake.
building
You would
colla-
wake up when your ceiling was touching your
Yeah, I was
face.
about to say
yes.
the building would collapse on you. Then you'd have to eat your way out.
You wouldn't
Oh,
have a
darn.
house anymore.
Oh darn!
Oh no!
Oh darn! I'm homeless. Oh, munch.
But I'm happy.
I'll just eat into my candy cave
like-
and never come out.
The first time it rained, your house would just fall apart.
Oh,
be
it would.
awful.
Yes, it would
Well,
definitely.
no, I get like
Diabetes.
I would
You
put
get
like
diabetes.
the whole top would be Skittles wrappers or something.
Okay.
It's protected.
Oh, so you're using. Oh wait, so
Well,
it's
that's
not
not
just candy.
just
It's
candy.
actually candy
I get-
packaging.
She's a witch.
No, what would candy shingles be made out of?
So wait a minute. Are you
Nothing
saying
that would work.
You basically glued
'cause
together
there are, like-
Toblerone?
So you guys are double talking.
Sorry,
So
Kyle, go.
Well, I was gonna say like your walls are just Toblerone packages like all stapled together basically.
well, yeah, because it says candy. Like, okay, so that witch, because I don't know the story well enough. What is her like? If she's a witch, she does some kind of magic, right?
Yeah.
Well, she made a
what
candy
magic
house.
does she do?
I don't think she.
She makes a house out of candy. That's magic.
Yeah. Well, she should.
It's magic candy.
Yeah, I mean, presumably.
It's magic candy that lasts long enough to fatten up children.
Yeah, there we
no,
go. So you're talking about stuff melting. It's not going to melt. It's magic candy.
I thought it was actually.
Fair.
I thought she literally made the house to lure in
She
children.
literally made the house.
Yeah.
And the house did not fall apart within a day. That is magic.
But it was also in the woods in the shade.
That's still magic. There are animals there. One bear would tear that house.
Oh yeah,
apart.
like there's
That's
no
true, it
reason
would,
all
yes.
the animals of the forest weren't just devouring that place.
Yeah,
The
because I would.
squirrels gnawing on the eaves.
Because if it's magic candy, then that means it probably won't make me sick.
Okay, that's
Because if it made me
fair.
sick, then it might make me tired because then it would help her or whatever. But it's okay because like I'll probably just put on like Golden Girls or something and she'll be like just completely distracted.
You know,
As you crawl into
I would
the
probably be
oven?
too
you know
Yeah,
what?
that's true.
because Golden Girls is awesome.
Golden Girls.
Never
is
seen
awesome.
it.
It's so good. It's like Matlock but with women.
That's like Murder, She Wrote.
Oh, that was good too. That's actually
never
more
watched
balanced.
that one.
Murder She Wrote was really good.
It's like Murder, She Wrote, but without the murder.
I'm trying to
And with more Angela Lansbury's.
I'm trying to imagine Matlock with a less crotchety old man.
No,
No.
no. If you want,
Doesn't work.
you go Remington Steele
Oh, okay.
because that was good. Then my mama used to watch it all the time.
No.
What's the one more thing?
What?
What?
No, the detective who always did the but one more thing. He had the
I never watched Matlock. Gotta be honest.
not Matlock.
I have no idea who you're talking
I
about.
have. I never saw it. If I've.
He had curly black hair. He wore a trench coat. Not Gilberto or
Oh, Get Smart. No.
no,
Cumberbatch?
nope,
Cumberbatch.
He's old.
Leslie Nielsen.
nope.
He's old.
We'll move on.
Yeah.
Gilbert
well,
Godfrey.
Yes.
Nope.
Gilbert Godfrey.
Danny DeVito.
solve a murder.
No, but
Please stop
if there was
talking.
one person from fantasy that I would want to get hooked up with, it's the evil stepmother
Wait,
from.
that you want to get hicked up with?
Yeah, the evil stepmother from Cinderella.
She.
She probably would
She's
like.
recently widowed.
You would
She's
be
got
her
a
third husband.
she's got a ton of money,
That's not going to end well.
and she's got a
How much
stepdaughter
money
who
does
does
she
all the
have?
cheer. She's got the money that from two like previous husbands. Like she's got like a nice house.
But she's also like you don't have no money though.
But is she into poop?
No,
I am a poop element,
she could not afford servants. She had to use her third daughter to do all.
which is fine.
So
Works.
with the other show, the
Columbo, that's the name of the guy.
Columbo.
Okay, I've never seen that either. So.
what was the one
It's
that was Angelina
not
Jolie
valid.
played?
Charlie's Angels?
No, the Disney
Tomb
one.
Raider.
Tomb Raider's the Disney
Definitely
one.
not Disney.
The Disney one where she Maleficent.
Maleficent.
Yeah.
Was that her? Was she supposed to be the evil
No, that was Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty? Okay, yeah. That was a good movie. I actually surprisingly loved that movie.
Okay.
But anyway,
Sleeping
sorry.
Beauty's an animated one?
No, they did a
it's
live
live
action of her playing Maleficent. So
Why
it was,
she was bad.
Yes.
It was.
There's
man
2
trouble.
movies.
I loved the art and everything for that movie. I loved it.
It was pretty.
It was very it was so fantasy yet not. I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so that'll be it for the normal questions because we took those a lot of different directions. We don't have a middle section again.
Can I ask one more question about
God.
Candy House? We can move, we can move on. We can Candy House. We can move on.
No, I want to hear this question about Candy House.
Can I ask one more? Go, John.
John, go. I wanna
So
hear it.
you have a candy house. You're gonna have a roof.
Yeah.
It's gonna have some sort of a shingle. What kind of candy is gonna stand up?
It's
to
going
the
to be
elements?
peanut brittle.
Peanut brittle
Peanut brittle will stand up
is
longer
gonna
than
stand up to
some.
rain.
Not for very long, no.
I
Peanut
would,
brittle will last a little
I'm
while.
going to
Longer
say
than
I was
things.
thinking like those wax soda bottles.
Butterfinger.
Oh, wow.
Maybe Twizzlers?
Twizzlers would work really
Like
well.
like
doing-
a fat truth of
I'm doing
Twizzlers?
Butterfinger. Because
Butterfinger is going to fall
No.
apart so fast.
The chocolate will run.
the chocolate will, but as soon as you hit that Butterfinger, considering how hard it is to get it out of your mouth, it ain't leaving that room.
Wait, are you
No.
thinking like Heath?
Oh, Heath would do it.
Sugar daddies.
I was going to say milk duds, but yes.
Sugar daddies are the candy nightmare of death because you bite down on one of those.
Dentist Bane.
Yeah.
I remember one of my
worst.
friends who had a filling, literally popped it out of his mouth while we were sitting in the lunchroom at high school.
Sugar daddies should be illegal.
And that was it. That was the filling.
Sugar daddies are the worst candy on the planet, hands down.
They're not great. No, all those
They will
milk
hurt
duds
you.
are fine, but they're not
So
great.
will Pop Rocks.
They won't
Pop
hurt
Rock
They
you.
will
hurt
not
so
hurt
good.
you.
But Pop Rock Roof.
That would be
Just the sound.
She's just laying up late at night with her eyes all bloodshot. She's like, why did I pay the contractor to
No,
put the Pop Rocks
no,
on the
Kyle.
roof?
It's the sound of a gentle rain on Pop Rock.
as her roof literally explodes.
It starts playing the 1919 overture.
It's amazing.
Anyways, okay, so for the next section, I don't have a middle section here because we was running over on time, so I'm just jumping right to audience questions. So I do have some audience questions for everybody that is a Twitch sub,
subscriber.
Twitch sub, or a patron, or even a booster on Discord.
Send in your codes for
A money
Animal
person,
Crossing
thank you.
to-
Yep, is given access to give some questions. And so I did get a couple here. So the first question we have is from Null and Void, who asks, what type of secret society would you start?
It would definitely be a cult.
Well,
Yeah.
that
Well, first I need to find
Yes.
some lizard people.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't have it. You can't have a call without lizard people.
yes, and then your symbol has to be like an object with 3 sides.
It's an egg.
What is there a cult that?
Freemasons?
What's the one where they just give you
that
money to be in the cult?
I want to be part of that
Scientology?
cult.
Scientology. I want to be a Scientologist.
Well,
But
they-
I want to be in
no,
charge of
They
Scientologists.
either give you money if you have money, or if you don't, you're just a slave.
Yeah, essentially.
Yes. Yes.
You don't have enough money to get money.
Well, but you still get money sometimes.
No.
You get a lot of money
Yeah,
sometimes.
You need to have money to get money.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if somebody gives me the money first, and I just have money to.
They need to think they can use you as like a celebrity endorsement before they start giving you money.
No, it's like the
no,
Ray
I-
Charles song.
this is a
If
cult.
you need to have something before you get something, how you get the first, that's a mystery.
Yeah.
If I had
It's like a blind bag of cultism.
if I had a secret society, I would have a secret society that would ensure that like every 4th song that was played at a Touchstones was Vanessa Carlton's
No, I wasn't even there for it, and I heard that it was awful.
Over and
Yeah,
over
because I'm the one that did it.
again.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying like I heard that it was awful.
So we were at Buffalo Wild Wings, and the Vanessa Carlton's 1,000 Miles played, and they've been mentioned. I had a video from it, and so I had through my phone downloaded the Touchstones app, bought credits to it, and then kept playing the song over and over again, and didn't tell anybody for weeks. And it was funny because people kept freaking the fuck out that we were doing it. It was great. And they're like, "Oh my God, it's playing again!" And I am dying internally. It was like the best $10 I've ever spent. Oh my God,
those machines are scary because you can walk up to them and just like for the next 10 hours we're gonna play Smoke on the Water.
You don't have to walk up to it.
And well, I'm saying, yes,
I did it from my phone.
Walk up to it, but like you could literally be like, okay, for the next 10 hours, we're going to do my playlist. And then it's just.
Yeah. And so you have two options. You have, do you want to play it sometime soon? Or do you want to play it next? Mm-hmm. And it's like cost twice as much, but it was worth it. It would be like Vanessa Carlton. Then I did 2 in a row, and then you give them a break. And then you do it again. And then it was, as we're walking out, it's playing, and they're like, "Oh my God." Oh, it was so fun.
The cult of karaoke.
That would be a cult. That would actually be one because it's a secret society. Like everybody's confused as to why this keeps happening, but nobody realizes that there is some undermining people or group.
It's the cool karaoke cult.
I mean,
yeah, we have millions of dollars in budget on Touchtunes for the sole purpose of just like having people log in every day from the 14-year-olds that are looking for money on the internet.
Yeah. 101.5. The Wiz.
The Wiz.
So that would be my secret society.
Well, I've been talking about I might as well just say it. My wish to use all the world's resources to create magical horses, but
magical horse cults.
Yeah, magical horse cults.
So how do you keep it secret?
Well, you start secret, but
does
then
it require blood sacrifices?
It requires a crap ton of money and like probably a lot of illegal genetic manipulation.
I'm just
like
imagining
we're gonna have a lot of like defects. Like
I'm just imagining the cult.
There's an underground bunker that has to be sealed off. There's too many.
Just a cult of cults.
A cult of cults? Okay.
Cults.
That does sound like
a cult of cults.
C of C's.
Yeah.
Actually, I in the industry I work in, that's certificate of conformance, and that's really bothering me with the acronym.
COC.
Well, the other cult idea was just to get everybody to start saying supper instead of dinner, but that one's not as fun.
That exists.
It's Linner.
South.
Yeah.
It's just the South.
Yeah, we got to get everybody.
I actually
they have their own secret symbol. Yeah. It's a flag with stars and bars.
No.
We'll never say soda. We'll always say pop.
It's pop.
Soda pop.
Unless you're in certain places and it's Coke.
Soda pop.
Bubbler?
Well,
yeah, like
Bubbler. That's getting
everyone just
Bubbler's getting up there.
What the heck is Bubbler?
Bubbler sounds like one that John should use.
No.
That's
a Wisconsin.
That's a Wisconsin.
Wait, I've never heard Bubblers.
It's because you've only ever been over to Wisconsin like 4 times.
They call it Bubblers?
Yeah.
I don't think they do.
Some of the backwater people call them Bubblers.
Do you remember from Parks and Rec water fountains?
Yes.
Where they had an issue with the city because people would drink water fountains by putting their entire mouth around the entire thing.
There was a public health campaign.
Yeah, it was a campaign.
Please, for the love of God, stop it. It's disgusting.
I haven't drank from a water fountain since I was 10.
I like that one of them, like they put a water fountain in that had no anything to come up, and when they hit it, it just came out of like a hole. And the kid looks at it and he goes, "How am I supposed to drink from this?" And it was the water coming up. They're like, you drink the water. He goes, "Oh, oh, that show was so good."
Parks and Rec is fantastic.
Yeah, it was good. It's basically The Office, but from the public sector.
Government.
And has Ron Swanson, the greatest man of all time.
Ron Swanson,
I keep wanting to watch Sunny.
Greatest manly man of all time.
The libertarian that works in the government.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyways, so
Eats meat.
Okay.
Bring me the party platter, sir. That's made for 15 people. I know what I said.
I know what I said.
You should stick around and watch him eat it.
I want you to
His
bring all
surprise
the eggs
birthday
that you have.
Ron Swanson's surprise birthday party was the most amazing thing. It's just, I'm in a room with a bottle of scotch, and there's no one else here. This is the best birthday I've ever had.
Amazing. Okay, what was the quote you were going to say?
I was going to say the one where he's talking about it. Bring me all the eggs that you have. No, and then he stops the waiter. Wait.
What I think you
heard me say was, bring me a lot of eggs. What I meant was, bring me all of the eggs that you have.
It's just,
It's just, I swear to God, it's like at least 60% of his lines are ad-libbed, or I feel like they are. Even if they aren't, they feel like they're ad-libbed.
I need to rewatch that show.
It's
so good. Anyways, so the next question we have is from Dub Cotton, who asks, if you got a cat and had to name it something weird, what would it be? I've actually had this before, so I'm considering getting a cat in the future, and I already have a name determined, and I would name it Sandwich. Because it makes no sense.
Making plans.
I love the idea of a cat named Sandwich.
I think I've had probably 8 cats in my lifetime.
Okay, if you had a new one, what would you name it?
Well, I can't remember the name of any of the old ones.
Well, okay, then make one up. But we're not talking about past. Get into the future, man.
Get in the future. It's just going to be another cat I forget. But, I don't know.
His name is, what's his name?
Emergency food supply.
No, that's what you are.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If it was a dog, I'd name it Gouda.
It's not a dog. It's a cat.
If it's a cat,
Why Gouda?
If it's a cat, I would name it Cheese.
Why the dog Gouda?
Why not?
And why is the cat generalized?
Yeah.
Because it's less than a dog.
Ooh. It's
Ooh.
Velveeta.
It's
Yeah.
Velveeta.
I can't say I've ever been a fan of cats,
It's
really.
Kraft American Cheese, the cat.
John.
Kibbles and bits.
Kibbles and bits.
Kibbles and bits.
Is it 2 cats?
No, it's just
Just one cat.
His first name is Kibbles.
It's K and
his
B.
last name is Bits. His middle initial is N.
Oh, I thought like so.
It's
What?
Kibbles and Bits.
I like K and B. K and B.
Can be.
I thought that was his first name. It's like some kid goes to school and it's like, so what's your name? My name is Stephen John. Like your last name? No, that's my first name.
Yep, Stephen John Lemire.
Lemyerson Johnsonville,
Stephen John Lemire St. Johnsonville.
Esquire. The second.
My father's name was Steve Rogers. He's an asshole.
He went back in time for some. Well, he says that he did. He's got all these friends who are upset that he's old.
He kept like running around throwing this plate at people. It was crazy.
All right, so that was a quick one. So next one I have is from Bus Filling Cone, and so he's actually making mention that because I am moving in about a week here, so that's why the podcast.
you are.
This is the last one at this location.
Wait, Michael, you are too.
Yeah, and Michael is too because he lives here. So the question was, specifically for me at the beginning, what's one thing you'll miss about the current home, and then also everybody else, what would everybody else miss about my home? Which is kind of a weird question, but okay. If I had to pick the one thing that I miss here. That's actually a hard question. I think the one thing I'll miss the most is there's a lot of wood in the kitchen area, and when the sun sets, everything just glows brown, and I just love the look of it in the summer.
I was about to say, I think you're window facing because like you're sun setting right now. We can even kind of see through your blinds there, or your sheeting over there. But when the sun sets, you do get the rays that literally go through the entire house, and they kind of cut the living room even in half.
Yeah, it's just
fantastic.
That glow, that orange glow, especially with the blinds when I got wood blinds.
The late evening sun glow.
Yeah, but only in the summer. In the winter, it doesn't. The sun sets like much further around, and it doesn't get that way. But in the summer, I love it. And there's 2 trees right out front, and when the fall hits, one turns yellow, one turns red, and it feels like I'm in a freaking Dr. Seuss book.
It does kind of. They're both very gregarious colors of
yellow and red. It's not just like, oh, it's reddish. No, this is like if you went on RGB and said 25500, like it is like red. So yeah, I guess that would be kind of what I would miss. But
for me, like it's just every place I've ever lived and considered home. Like there's been places I've lived that I don't consider home, but every place I consider home, I have a strange nostalgia or fondness for it, and I just end up missing it at times. Like I'll lay in bed and sometimes just pretend I'm like at places I found certain levels of comfort at.
So you just miss existing.
I miss the comfort, like every place I've been.
Stability. Because usually when you change things, there's a lot of things that are changing and life isn't stable for a little bit.
Like, and some places have felt more stable than others. I like imagining myself back in my old home that I just had myself because that was my house. Like my place. Yep. And then sometimes I like to imagine
you didn't have to pay rent.
Myself in my parents' place because then I'm like...
You didn't have to pay rent.
The comfort, yes. And then there's the comfort of family, like in my old home I grew up in. I can't say the last apartment I had a short stay in ever felt like home.
3 months.
Yeah, it never felt like home, and it was
something else.
rough.
Well, Nolan says he missed the kitty.
What kitty? Oh, that kitty.
There's a kid. The neighbor has an outdoor cat that always just goes like 4 feet from his door and just like goes to the tree. Yeah, so we pointed it on the stream.
Cool kitty.
Cool cat.
But okay.
I haven't seen your new place, but I think I'd miss the stairs. Just being able to sit on the stairs and still watch your TV.
Well, we should have a bigger couch.
Yeah, we'll have a bigger space for that. There is stairs, but like right now it's like.
Do the stairs face the TV?
You just want to sit on stairs.
Stairs.
I could maybe, but
yeah, you should move those stairs.
Because right now it's like I have my living room and kitchen on top of like a mudroom and a garage, and then on top of that, so it's a garage mudroom. On top of that is the kitchen, living room, and on top of that is the bedrooms. But they're like split stairs, so there is a decent amount of stairs right in the middle. The next place is basically a 1-floor rambler with a basement as big as the first floor, so it's 1 stairs. But yeah, there probably won't be anything for that. But it means there will be more seating. So like right now it's only the 3-person couch. That's about it. So
yeah,
so we'll have a lot more space on that.
It gets a little uncomfortable when you put 3 people on it, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pretty.
Especially with the middle that's broken. So
yes, it's very broken.
Kyle, what do you miss?
What do I miss about any place or
this place.
Here?
About here?
It's the place that people actually probably don't know a lot about.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I mean, you're moving someplace very close to my work anyway, so it's pretty easy. But
yeah, it's about the same distance.
I think. I'll miss because I when I was originally trying to move, I was trying to move into this area too, and I liked a lot of the houses and a lot of the places around here. I would miss being in sort of a quaint town home sort of thing.
Well, you miss that sushi restaurant?
Well, you can go there anytime.
I can go there anytime.
Yeah, but
I am gonna miss having.
I will. Yeah. Okay. Whenever I will.
I'm going to miss having a townhome because there's a lot less responsibility, but also I'm not going to miss having to pay somebody for all of that when I could do it for a lot cheaper.
Yeah, that's what I'm excited to have. I think my next place will be a house, and it's not going to.
Do you have to pay for your own water?
I do pay for my own water right now.
Yeah. Well, you pay for the association anyways. So.
The only utility that my association covers is a decent amount of the insurance, but the
driveway,
garage. No, in terms of utilities is trash, and they cover a lot of stuff on the outside, but the monthly stuff that you normally see, it's mainly trash and just the outside.
That's all rolled into escrow though.
Kinda. Well, no, not the HOA. The homeowners association.
Does your HOA take care of it, so your HOA takes care of the trash and the recycling, not the escrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, if you're in a condo, that might be a little different, but yeah, the association covers that. They also have their own insurance. They cover like the outside of basically everything, lawn care, not lawn maintenance.
You don't have a lawn; you have a rock bed.
I know that's why it's very little I have to do. But I'm going to go from this to a 0.57 acre. So
yeah.
I'm going to have to do a lot. So it's going to be a lot more work, but at the same time, I get a lot more.
Just make Adam mow the lawn.
No, initially I'm going to have a push mower, and that's going to suck until I get the rider. And when I get a rider, it'll be fine.
Well, who's it going to suck for?
Whoever. Well, it's probably going to be me because it's my lawn. So it's going to be kind of a dick move to be like, okay, welcome. Now get the fuck out there.
I wanted a child-eating robot to mow the lawn, but that was a no.
Oh, yeah, he wanted a robot, like a Roomba that had a blade that would kill children.
No, only bad children. It's selected.
It's selective. It only does green things.
I gotta finish up this podcast. I gotta take a piss.
No,
honestly.
Let's see here.
It's been an hour and 40 minutes.
Well, that's our pre-show is a half hour.
I know.
So
I'll turn this podcast around.
It's 2 hours.
Just do what I do and disappear in the middle of the podcast.
I'll at least ask one more question here because this was asked in the before the pre-show, and that was Soul Kitty asking, "What's your favorite dinosaur?"
Ankylosaurus.
Is that like a dinosaur of your feet?
I think Spinosaurus, to be honest.
No, the Ankylosaurus is the one that has like the kind of armored back and then the big club tail and the spikes around the outside.
Kind of like an armadillo, but with spiky tail.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like Spinosaurus.
I like that one that that shot Newman in the face.
Oh.
The frill guy?
Yeah, because he was funny. He was cool. Yeah.
That was funny to you? That's terrifying. Why?
Nobody cares about Newman.
Well, that doesn't matter. It shot poison into his eyes.
What if he shot Frosting? I have that witch.
That's Disney's version of.
Wait, so if that he just got a, and then it went.
Yes.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then he got disemboweled.
And then you hire him at a bakery.
And he just
you hire the
spits out all
dinosaur?
cake.
Yes.
He's just in the back room going.
and I call it Dino Donuts.
That spit might actually taste good. Who knows? We could make a
I doubt
topping.
it.
The
I
frosting
really doubt
or
it.
Why not? Animals make lots of good tasting stuff.
Michael, what is your favorite dinosaur?
Dick Van Dyke.
I'll go with that.
Damn, yeah, that's a true one. I got it.
Chim Chim Cheree. He danced in like the latest Mary Poppins, which is pretty impressive for a man his age.
My God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Goodbye.
I'll go with that. So anyways, so we'll call it there. So thank you guys for hanging out. This will be, again, like I said, the last one here. So whatever the next one is, I don't know if it'll be delayed or not. Depends on stuff, but we'll figure it out. So we'll see you guys. But to cover what we drink here, John.
Mistakes were made, but
Margarita.
margaritas,
Yeah,
we're gonna call them chunky margaritas.
Chunky
We covered-
margaritas.
They happened.
We covered in the pre-show the chaos that happened in making margaritas. Won't
Yeah.
repeat it here.
Too
but-
much ice, not enough margarita. Too
Yes.
much margarita, not
Yeah.
enough ice.
Other than that, I brought a pilsner and a cream ale. And Kyle, what
Well,
do you think of the ale?
I brought the Lindemans, and
That
what
was
again?
very
It
good.
is a
Peach.
lambic beer. It's
It
a
was
lambic beer.
It
That was
did
actually
not,
really good.
It wasn't even a beer to me.
It was.
That is
It's
so
more of
good.
it's more of a nectar
It
soda
was
sort
peach
of thing.
juice.
It was
But
very
that's
good.
that's one that I brought that's up here at least. But I brought a blueberry. It's called Babe.
That was very good.
Yeah, I've had it before. It's pretty good.
It is
Like
good.
I
agree.
did not expect it to be as good as it was.
What do you bring?
I just brought this from Indeed, the pistachio cream ale. I'm a big fan of Indeed, but also their pistachio cream. They come in 6 packs, so I thought it was nice. Get the little cans. It says I was always bringing these big cans. But I also drank the margaritas. I drank one of the blueberries, and then I drank your little peach one, and they were all very good. Very, very good.
Except for the margarita.
I drank.
The margarita was
It was booze.
yeah.
It was Kirkland.
We had to drink
Yeah.
it before we started because it was very crunchy.
It's very crunchy.
Yes, very crunchy.
I drank the margarita. I drank the peach thing. I drank the cream ale, which was good. And I brought the
Cherry stout.
Cherry
Bear's
stout.
cherry
I
stout.
had one of those too. It's a cherry stout that to me tastes like olives.
You thought it tasted like olives?
I don't know why my brain said olives.
I thought it tasted like a stout.
I got
the cherry
no-
didn't
like an
really-
olive
Into
stout.
that.
Yeah, I got
Oh,
no
I also
olives.
brought the horchata stout, but on back to the cherry stout. I just got the cherry and stout,
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I think
and I liked it.
I think
It was pretty decent, I thought.
my brain can see where the cherry and the stout are, but for some reason, when they're combined, it started tasting like olive to me.
Was it because of all the salt from the margaritas?
No, I drank that one before anything else.
Okay.
Yeah, you said immediately when you opened it that you said it
I
smelled
smelled
like
like
olives. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't smell olives.
My brain just, I mean, it's everybody sees something different, but to me, that was olive. And it was like,
so
meh.
you don't like this one.
I drank it, but it was only because I knew it was an olive. But if somebody were to tell me that was an olive stout, that would have been probably in the sink.
Would you
Yeah.
still have finished it?
No.
No. No?
Not an olive stout.
I'm not do not. Can I eat olives? Sure, but
love
I
olives.
just don't like olives. It's not like
Same.
watermelon or cucumber, where those are the ones that I have like abhorrent to touch
I
my
love
mouth.
olives.
I'm
Food
actually
equally.
surprised you don't like olives because they're very savory and you tend to like savory foods.
No,
They're salty.
The reason I
Yeah.
don't like them is I don't like foods that have a flavor that take over the thing you put it in. And to me,
Bacon?
olives.
Onions and sauerkraut?
No,
No, bacon has a flavor that takes over anything you put in it.
no. I feel like if you have a bacon cheeseburger, you're
That's
still-
bacon.
Yeah, but the bacon to me, at least the flavor to me, isn't taking it over. When I eat something with an olive on it, if I take a piece of pizza and it has a couple olives on it, just the juices that get in there, all I can taste is olive.
I like to eat just olives.
Yeah, same.
Well,
Yeah.
well then that is the flavor you're going for.
Yeah.
But I just don't like olives.
Yeah.
It's just too much.
I love the beer though.
But anyways, yeah, so we did go through quite a bit, and we still had a little left over. So, but thank you guys for hanging out. We'll be back in a couple weeks here. And Michael, what's your word or words?
Ding-a-ling-a-doom-doom.
That's a sound.